In this video, I'll show you how to crochet these pretty sneakers for babies under the age of 1. This time we need a few more tools. We need 2 different colors of yarn. I will be using Catania from Schachenmeier. 2 hooks, a 3mm one and a smaller one. Scissors. A tapestry needle. And 3 safety pins. In the second part I will show you how to crochet the side parts of the sole and the collar stripe in the middle of the sneakers. We begin the next round with the chain. In the following 3 rounds we will work exclusively with single crochet. However, during the first one we will only crochet into the back of each stitch. We start once again at the stitch of the chain. For the next one we only use the back part of the stitch as well. We keep working in this way for the entire round. We do the last single crochet into the back part. And close this round with a slip stitch into the chain from the beginning, keeping a total of 52 stitches. We start the next round with another chain. Another round of single crochet follows, but this time we crochet normally into both parts of the stitch. This round we also close with a slip stitch into the chain from the beginning. The total of stitches remains 52. We start the next round with another chain. Now we do a third round of single crochet in which we only use the back of the stitches again. We close this round with a slip stitch as before. Next thing we do is pull out the thread, secure it and then cut it. I will use my tapestry needle to help me out with that. First I make a knot at the end of the thread just to make sure, and then I hide the rest under the stitches of the sole. Cut the rest. Our sole is already done. Now that we are done with the sole, we will crochet the color stripe onto the sides. For that we start with the second color at the back of the shoe. It's easier if you make a loop and try to leave over enough yarn at the short end of the thread. Then you start more or less in the middle of the shoe. Try not to start at the ledge since it's a bit harder to start over there. Now we continue working above the ledge that we created by crocheting single stitches into the back of the stitches. We insert the hook in one of the gaps and pull it to the outside. We don't make the knot just yet and leave that for the end. Make sure to leave over enough yarn at the short end, since otherwise the color stripe might dissolve itself. We insert the hook into the next gap, pull out the thread through the hole and work a slip stitch into it, to call it like that. We do the same for the entire round, gap for gap and always above the ledge made out of the single stitches. We almost reached the end. At the end, I usually work a slip stitch into the first stitch to avoid any visible beginning or ending. Afterwards, we pull out the thread and cut it. Secure the thread. Tighten the thread. Now we take our sewing needle. We thread the yarn on the outside into the needle and insert it through the next gap on the inside. Afterwards, we can knot both ends. Next thing we do is hiding the ends under the stitches. Cut the rest and repeat on the other side. And the bottom part of our shoe is now ready. In the next video I'll explain how to crochet the tongue.